My cousin's here. I don't know. We have a strange relationship. He's really not even my cousin. Technically, he's my cousin because he married into the family, and he married somebody I don't even know. I've never met. He claims he's my cousin.
Well, what kind of a cousin is this? I've got people who claim they're related to me, Howard.
Yeah, I know.
I don't invite them in here.
We've been on live shows where a guy comes up, my name is Melvin Quivos. And I go, yeah. He says, I'm related to Alvin. I go, yeah. What about it? Well, Melvin, you're going to have to get through me. And then, of course, they get through me.
And then I scream.
I think I'm more related to the girl who massaged me than this guy. But actually, this is Eric Bloom from Blue Oyster Cult. What is it?
You ready for it?
You were going to say something.
No, it's just been a really long time since he's been here. We were just talking, and we figured out that it might be 6.5 years since he's been here.
Yeah, I threw him out of here.
There's probably good reason for that.
Yeah. Well, I really have nothing in common with him. Then he wanted to get together out on Long Island. I go, this is ridiculous. But now, I don't know. Here it is 6.5 years later, and Rob and I were back in the office, and we were going over who we could have on the show. And I just said, all right, let him in.
Well, we had a Melody Patterson.
Yeah. Next time, make it 7.5 years before we let him back in.
Should I bring him in?
Yeah, bring him in. He's a good guy. I mean, don't get me wrong. Blue Oyster Cult, Don't Fear the Reaper.
Oh, yeah.
Don't fear the Reaper. He's never actually sung for us.
No,
cousin.
he's never done anything but come in here and claim to be related to you.
I'm not even sure he's in Blue Oyster Cult.
Could be a scam.
He had another hit, Godzilla. Is that the one that he sang? Then he told us he didn't even sing Godzilla.
He didn't sing Godzilla because I didn't think he sang Fear the Reaper.
Maybe he didn't sing either one of them. And I think he sells cars now.
He did sing on the air for you.
What?
He did sing on the air for you.
He did?
He did.
Hey, there he is. There's Eric. Hey, Eric.
He did a great song parody of Godzilla about Paul Castellano.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You did. How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Did you recognize him when he came in?
He grew his hair out a little.
Hi.
Yeah, now you look more like a lead singer. You know that, Eric? You look more like a lead singer.
Well, thanks, Howard. That's what I do for a living,
So he gets so insulted that I haven't called him in 6.5 years.
I don't blame him.
Because he's my cousin. But let's get rid of that cousin idea. I mean, it's ridiculous. I don't even know who you're married to. I don't even know her name. What's your name?
My lovely wife, Myra.
Myra.
Yes.
I don't even know. Myra claims to be my cousin from my father's side of the family.
No, your mother.
My mother?
Yes.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Ask Ray about it.
All right. See, and he goes, ask Ray about it. Like, he knows my mother.
Right. Do you talk to his mother?
Your mama? No. Go ahead.
Is your wife part of the family that came over from Europe or something? And
I don't. It's even silly to get into it.
Does my mother know your? How does my mother know your wife?
Something to do with my wife's mother and your mom. Somewhere back a generation.
They were cousins. Somewhere.
Something like that.
And how do we even know we're cousins? How did that all come about?
She told me. What do I know?
She could be hallucinating. For all I know, you're married to a mental patient who goes around saying she's related to Howard Stern.
Could be.
Because what else would a mental patient would admit to something like that? I have a cousin who won't admit that he's my cousin.
Really?
I mean, but a legitimate cousin.
I'd like to meet him.
Yeah, I should have him on the show one time. My cousin Edvin.
Edvin?
Yeah, he won't admit that he is my cousin.
What does he do for a living?
He does a bunch of things, but he's catering and all this other stuff.
Uh-huh. And he doesn't like to own up to the fact.
He claims the family tree has a blight on it.
And you're it.
And I'm it.
Oh.
Anyway, Howard, over here to my left is Buck Dharma, the lead guitar player of Blue Oyster Cult.
Oh, Buck. Hey. Very nice.
Hi, Howard.
How you doing, my man?
Hi there.
You're talking about...
Buck Dharma, excellent guitar player, by the way.
We were talking about who wrote what and who sang what. Between the two of us, we sang and wrote most of it.
Yeah, anything Eric didn't sing, I usually did.
So, are you still selling cars or what?
No.
You're not doing that anymore?
No. I had a piece of the dealership as a whole other thing.
Oh, is that what was going on?
Yeah.
I said, boy, Eric's doing bad. He's selling cars.
We had heard you become a used car salesman.
No,
and I said, man, the guy sang for a rock group that had a lot of success.
You'd think they'd have some money.
Hey, I said, why is he selling cars?
No.
Although I know someone who bought a car from you.
We're not trained to do anything
Jackie,
else.
didn't your wife buy a car from Eric?
No, I think, Buck, didn't you sell your personal car?
Right.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh.
I sold Nancy my Toyota, which
yes.
Now, Buck, you were
I had in 73.
Because I walked by you in the lobby,
I'd be surprised if it was still intact.
Buck just ignores me. He just keeps talking. Yeah, you
Buck is
see.
on a
I was
planet.
talking to Jackie.
Yeah, Buck, you're going to put people to sleep. Pay attention to me. You start talking to Jackie, we're in big trouble.
Talk to Jackie at his house.
Right. No one cares about the actual car you sold. No, I walked by you in the hall and you started peddling Amway to me. I said, boy, yeah, he has an Amway franchise. So I was going,
Show
what is
you
it?
the plan?
I go, my cousin's selling cars and Buck is selling Amway.
That was Jerry Rubin.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, that's not Buck. I'm not trained to do anything else, Howard. I'm just guitarist as far
I'm
as I
afraid
go.
rock and roll is all there is.
Yeah. That and Herbalife. But anyway, so I didn't even know. And I guess we should have gotten together or something. But I don't know. You know, I don't get together with anybody. And it's just so weird. I don't even know you. I don't even know Myra.
That's okay. It's all right.
And I feel bad about it. I know you always keep calling from time to time and saying, let's get
About
together.
once a year.
I know.
What would you do? You know, what do you do?
We have a barbecue. You know,
Well,
go
hang
and
out.
Party.
You got kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many kids you got?
2 boys, 10 and 14, Ben and Jeremy.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
No, they're too old to play with your kids.
Yeah.
We'll wait a little while and they'll date. Then we can have some
Oh, yeah, that'll be
interbreeding.
great. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be great. I don't want anybody date my daughter.
I get that impression. I haven't heard you say you'd like anyone to date them.
And I don't know why we don't get that. I mean, that's a happen. Blue Oyster Cult's a pretty happening band.
Sure.
You guys had hits.
Yeah.
How many bands have hits? Very few.
We're making a
How
big
many
comeback,
bands
too.
are still together after 20 years like we are? you
That's
know?
right.
And we just put out this soundtrack, our first soundtrack to a movie called Bad Channels. And,
Yeah, I saw that
That's
movie.
out now.
You saw the
You
movie?
saw the
Did
movie?
you guys watch the movie?
More than 100 times.
We did the score to it. We've
You
seen it
watched
more
that
than-
100 times? The
we've
Martha
seen it
Quinn
more
movie?
than anybody else.
It's a Martha Quinn movie.
Oh.
Yeah. Now,
Wait,
why-
you got to watch this. I'll give you a copy.
Oh, boy.
Yes, it's a classic.
These guys keep calling me. It's a film production company called Moonstone, and they put out movies and they send them to me, and I don't even know how they make money. I mean, I don't mean any offense by it, but
They used to show them at drive-ins before they tore down the drive-ins.
where do they sell those?
It's on late night HBO type things.
Yeah.
HBO. I've never seen that. I'd like
No,
to
it's
see
true.
one of those movies
It's
on
true.
HBO.
They go on cable and they go to
I don't believe it.
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster has them.
I have
Well,
never
I
seen
do.
that.
I agree that every once in a while, in the middle of the night on HBO, you see movies that you don't know how they ever got made.
But these are worse. I seen those movies.
These guys got a philosophy, though.
No, come on, Eric. You got to. I mean, come on.
What I was annoyed about was, why didn't they do a little TNA with Martha Quinn?
Yeah, well, Martha's real uptight about that. She showed some panties on my TV show. She made us block it out. And all you saw was some panties.
I did enjoy the beach scene.
There was a couple of good-looking girls in there. But if Martha took off some clothes or something, it would have been nice.
We were.
Or she wore
hoping
like
for
a
that.
tank top or something. But she was dressed in more clothes than I wear to work.
That's, exactly.
You know what it is? It's a story of a disc jockey. He's on the air, right? And he's like this obnoxious disc jockey.
Yeah.
And he's on the air and everything, and he's always pulling stunts, and nobody, everyone knows he's wild. And Martha Quinn's a reporter. So she comes to cover this guy for some reason. And then it turns out he's locked himself in a room, but the real reason he locked himself in a room is aliens have landed, and they're killing everybody through the radio. They're capturing people's minds and sucking them in through the radio through a vacuum tube. And then-
Teleporting babes.
yeah, teleporting babes into the vacuum tubes. And they teleport them inside the vacuum tube, and they're all wearing bikinis and stuff. Of course, except Martha.
Of course.
Because she's got such an important career.
And she's wearing a dress down to her ankles.
Yeah, she's wearing a granny dress. You know?
But it's our first soundtrack. So
This
it's
movie came right out of Kevin McMahon's head. We had a guy who worked on our TV show, thought he was captured by little blue people. But for real. I mean, the guy said, hey, I don't want anyone joking about it. It really happened to me. And he still sees him in his closet.
Oh, yeah, they visit him periodically.
Yeah.
I see.
And he used to tell all the girls this. Like, it would win him favor with
The
them.
worst was when I said, hey, when was the last time you saw him? Well, I saw him once walking in the village.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're
Yeah.
out walking
Yeah.
around, and nobody else can see them.
And they keep saying they're his cousin. Like Eric Bloom tells me. Well, Eric, I tell you what, let me take a break, and maybe you and Buck will do a Buck, what's your real name? Your name's Buck Dharma.
No, it's Don.
Don?
Don Dharma.
Stuffed Dharma.
Stuffed Dharma. But Eric is my cousin, and you have to treat family a certain way, Robin.
That's right, Howard.
That's why I'm going to throw him out of here. You have to ignore him and throw him out. Well, last time you came down here, I actually threw you out, didn't I?
No, not that I recall.
Well, sort of. I remember that.
Oh, you mean when I came with Howard? With
Yeah.
the picture suit?
Yeah, I threw both of you guys out.
We played for a club owner that threw Bill Haley out one time. I wish I could have seen that.
Yes. Well, anyway, Blue Oyster Cult is back. You guys are making a big comeback, aren't you?
We did the soundtrack. We're on tour.
Yeah.
We'll have our new album out in about 6 months.
We're running hard. We're in
Yeah.
shape. You
Now,
know?
who are you going to be putting out that album for?
It's between a couple of labels.
I see. All
right.
No label. Okay, all right. All right,
It's
all right.
between labels.
All right.
You don't need a label.
Jackie's got the same problem. All right, listen, I'm between labels myself. No, actually, Blue Oyster Cult has put out many great albums.
15.
And many hit songs. And I got real depressed because I said, gee, my cousin's selling cars. I thought he was selling cars. I said, that's terrible to put out all those hit records and have to go sell cars. That means nobody's making. If Blue Oyster Cult didn't make money, nobody made money.
Now,
You're doing all right, aren't you, Eric?
Michael
Hello,
Jackson's
are you
doing
kidding?
pretty good, I think.
Eric, you shouldn't have to work anymore. You've done the impossible.
We enjoy it.
Right, Buck?
We enjoy it.
Yeah.
This is fun.
We've done it. It's been done.
I mean, you guys don't have to sell cars and Amway and stuff.
No way, man.
Right.
No way.
Okay, all right.
Dude.
All right, I got you.
Well, Eric's not saying anything. But
Buck says no way. All right, when we come back, let's do a little jam. All right?
Yeah.
And we'll be back right after these words.
It's the KLSX Morning Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Howard Stern.
We're all just sitting here fantasizing about retiring from the earth.
retiring from Earth.
Yeah. I said my fantasy is to move to Iowa. It's about $5 an acre to live there. I'll go crazy. I'll get 50 acres. All right? I'll go big and I'll spend $250.
Again, you haven't been there.
I don't care. You don't understand. I could be locked in a box.
It stinks there.
It does?
Yes.
Yeah, we play rock and roll there all the time.
It does stink?
It
Once a year.
stinks.
What do you mean it stinks? Is it the fresh air?
No, it's the stuff they have to do to farmland.
You mean everywhere it smells?
Everywhere.
Oh.
Spreading the manure, that thing?
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, I see. You're saying that the whole Iowa smells.
It stinks.
Oh, really? All right, so I'll go somewhere else. I'll go to Montana.
Somewhere it doesn't smell bad.
Yeah. $5 an acre.
Montana's beautiful, it really is.
You know, if you sold your house and everything, you'd get $5 an acre and then buy a little dumb house and sit in it. Bring your TV with you. What else do you need? TV's the same.
Satellite dish?
Yeah, TV's the same in Montana that it is here, and that's all I ever do at home is watch TV and rent videos. They got to have video stores in Montana.
Then you'll have 57 channels and nothing.
Yeah,
on.
that's fine with me. I can find a lot on 57 channels. I don't buy into that song. That's why no one bought the stupid record. 57 channels is all I crave in life. I think TV in America is the greatest. Beverly Hills 90210 was on last night. My wife didn't tape the first 20 minutes. I almost chopped her head off. It's because I was banging her. I love that show. That's the greatest show. Beverly Hills 90210. If they ever take that off the air, I'm finished. Right now, during the summer, all the kids have been at the beach, and all the girls are in bathing suits and stuff. Some of the girls are in Europe, and some of the girls are on the beach. And there's all kind of romance going on with these young people. Oh, man, is it great.
Oh, you're living a fantasy.
I love fantasy. I'm living in hell. It's wild. It's wild.
I can't
Beverly
believe
Hills.
this is what you were doing at 14,
Yeah.
fantasizing through TV.
That's why I'm telling you, mentally, I haven't grown up. Like everyone says to me, you're 38 years old. You think you lose you lose touch with that innocence that you have? I go, no, I'm still living the same life.
I mean, you really still get a kick out of television.
Yeah, because I'm not allowed to do anything in my real life. My wife won't let me. So I watch it, and I love it. I love watching Luke Perry.
I
and
can't
the girl.
believe you waste videotape. You tape it.
Luke Perry's about to get it on with the blonde, the best friend of his girlfriend. And my wife doesn't take the first 20 minutes. I'm yelling at her. I go, how could you do that to me? And I'm getting really upset. I go, I can't believe I'm upset about Beverly Hills 90210. This is how moronic I am.
Well, see, I know this is true because I'll never forget you're sitting there shushing me during that Victoria Principal
I'm
Gil
telling you.
Gerard movie.
I know. Because Victoria Principal was in the middle of a very important part of the show, and you two are entering it up. Robin says, well, my wife, and they said they want to watch TV, so we put on Gil Gerard. Great movie.
Great
Victoria
movie.
Principal and Gil Gerard.
There's never been a great movie with Gil Gerard in it.
Your standards are way too high. That's why you don't have fun like me.